Hey, yo, what's good? Is your boy here, and we are back. Guys, it's trailer time. So let's go ahead and run it and see what's up. Now, you know what would be real funny is if they drop Shadows. How long are they going to wait before they drop a Shadows banner? Oh, it's Soren. Oh, okay. All right, I'm sitting here actually genuinely in belief that this is about to be Shadows. Nah, they actually gave us the good. Okay, so we got Radiant Dawn Soren. Oh, no, not even Radiant Dawn. Path of Radiance Soren. Okay, without English voice acting for whatever reason. Dude, they still can't get that settled? Seems a bit much, but okay, so Blue Tome Infantry type. Alright, Soren, what you got for us? Alright, he's an Arcane Hero, of course. So, Arcane Rex Bolt, 14 might, 2 range, -1 special trigger. Why is he a Thunder Mage, by the way? Isn't Soren a Wind Mage? At the start of player phase or enemy phase, grants attack and res up 6, special cooldown charge +1, and neutralize penalties on unit to unit and allies in 2 spaces for 1 turn. And then also grants all stats up 15 to unit. Unit deals +25 damage. Reduce damage from foes' attacks by 15, and reduce percentage of foes' non-special DR by half. How easy is that for them to do, man? So simple. Just don't put conditions in there. Don't be like, for the number of allies in 3 rows of 3 columns, center on unit times 3 + 5 with a max of 14. Bullshit. Just all stats up 15. There you go. Boom. Easy to understand, easy to read, easy for everyone. And then +25 damage, once again, unconditional. 15 flat DR, unconditional. You gotta love it. Like, this is how passives need to be worded. Okay, then we have Ice Wall again. Very good for a rearmed hero to just come with that. Refined... Here I am singing the praises of the weapon, and then this is where all the baloney is going to be. So, Refined Magic. Disables foes' skills that calculate damage using lower foes' defense or res. At start of player phase or enemy phase, if unit is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants speed and defense up 6, fringe bonus, and foe can't make a follow-up to unit and allies in 2 spaces of unit, and grants assigned decoy twin to target allies in 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. If support partner is on the player team, targets any support partner, otherwise targets the ally with the highest defense at the start of battle, excluding unit, and at the start of battle excludes defenses gained from blessings and great talent and so on. Okay. And then if unit initiates combat or is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants all stats up 8, deals 20% bonus damage based on res, reduce damage from foes' attacks by 7, and unit makes a guaranteed follow-up, and also if res is better than the foe's res, you get a brave attack. Okay, why is this guy looking like what Brave Soren's refine should have been? Assign decoy twin. If foe's range is equal to unit's range and foe initiates combat against an ally within 2 spaces of unit, triggers save on unit. Triggers only if unit is not equipped with a save skill that can trigger another save effect. So you can't, like, double up on save. Have a far save unit, like a range unit, and then give them save, and then they'd be able to near save and far save. If unit is granted multiple statuses that enable savior effects to trigger, savior will not trigger. And then if foe's range is equal to unit's range and foe initiates combat, any reduced damage by X% effects that can be triggered only once per combat can trigger twice per combat. Yeah, I mean, this is literally what Brave Soren should have been. Alright, so unit and ally... At the start of player phase or enemy phase, he gives the assigned decoy as well. So that means he's Aether Raid's defense viable. You can plop him on a defense team, and immediately he's giving the assigned decoy. Is this why they nerfed the Brave Soren refine so bad? Because they knew they were going to drop this guy? Okay, then we have Attack Res Havoc. Preempt Ploy. So, our 50th Ploy skill, and you can toss that in the bargain bin with the 50th... what are they called again? The Tempest skills? Like, those are the only skills infantry can get anymore. At start of player phase or enemy phase, if any foes in 3 rows of 3 columns center on unit have res less than unit's res +5, inflicts ploy and exposure on those foes through the next actions. Grants a bonus to attack and res equal to unit's max special cooldown count value +2. and grant special cooldown count -1 to unit before unit's first attack. Really good. Like, there ain't nothing else to say. It's just really good. Any units with high res are definitely going to want that. Alright, so here he is up against Needhogger, a unit who has fallen off a cliff, pretty much. It's crazy how this unit was everywhere when she came out, and nowadays she's just nowhere. Like, what happened, right? What happened to the snakes? They just died. They went extinct. Here are his stats, 40 HP. I believe he was giving, what was he giving, +6 to everything? Or +6 to attack and res, and then this Johanna Ike gives speed and defense. So between Ike and Soren, they're getting +6 to everything here. So 62 attack, 38 speed, 18 defense, and then 49 res. That sounds about right. I mean, he's pretty good for a rearmed hero, right? Like, kind of reminds me of Ryoma a little bit, where the rearmed hero can actually cook as a solo unit, outside of just being a fodder bank. Alright, so who we got next? New heroes join the battle. I hope they're actually new heroes, by the way. Oh, what? No, they didn't. Stefan, baby? Sword Infantry. Dude, this guy has been long awaited. Alright, he didn't get a full kit, unfortunately, but we're happy to take him. So, 41 HP, taking drops to God knows where, let's not even bother. 56 attack, 49 speed, 35 defense, 25 res. Okay, so Vague Kadi, 16 might, and -1 special trigger. At start player phase or enemy phase, except in SD, for unit and allies in 2 spaces of unit, grants neutralize foe bonuses during combat for 1 turn, and also, if special cooldown count is at its max value, grant special cooldown count -2. If special cooldown count is at its max value -1, then you get cooldown count -1. If foe initiates combat, or if unit's HP is over 25% at the start of combat, grants a bonus to all stats equal to the number of foes in 3 rows of 3 columns centered on unit times 3 + 5 with a max of 14. Why? We literally just fixed this on the Soren we just looked at. Why are they writing it like this again? Who the hell wants to read all of this, man? Come on. Just all stats of 14. That's it. Like, just write it like that, please. Unit deals +X damage, excluding on AoEs, and if unit special is ready or unit special triggered before or during this combat, X is 25, otherwise 15. And reduce damage from foes' attacks by 20% of speed, and reduce damage from foes' specials by an additional 20% of speed. In either case, including AoEs, excluding Rooker AoEs. And also, if decreasing the speed difference necessary to make a follow-up attack by 10 would allow a unit to trigger a follow-up, then you get Potent Follow 100%. Okay. If foe initiates combat, actually, or if unit's HP is over 25% at the start of combat. After combat, if unit's special cooldown count is at its max value, grant special cooldown count -2 to unit. If unit's special cooldown count is at its max value -1, then you get -1. So he's got that at the start of turn, and then he has that in combat. That's interesting. So he could just pre-charge essentially whatever he wants. Arc Rival, anyone? So it comes with Gust, Harrowing Call. If a skill compares speed to foe or ally speed, treat speed as if granted +7. Reduce damage from AoEs by 80%. Inflict attack and speed -4 on the foe. Deals damage equal to the difference between unit speed and foe speed +5. With a max of 15, excluding on AoEs. If unit speed is better than the foe's speed, treat speed difference as 0. And reduce or if unit speed is less than the foe's speed, then it treats speed as being a 0 difference. And reduce damage from foes' attacks by 20% of unit speed during combat. If unit initiated combat, unit moves 1 space away after combat. That's pretty good. I mean, overall, it's very similar to the beast skill that the Brave Byleth had. Except instead of getting the Null Sea Disrupt, you're getting Hit and Run, basically. Which is actually, like, not bad. Like, Hit and Run is still a pretty solid ability. just to mess with Kanto control. So you could proc that and then proc Brutal Tempest Kanto right there. So, yeah, it would have been nice if they gave him a full kit. I can imagine him, he probably wants Arc Rival and then some kind of ace skill. There's a lot of good ace skills right now, so not really the best option jumping to mind right now, but yeah, there he is making Marnie into mincemeat. Here is unmitigated stats: 62 attack, 49 speed, 37 defense, 31 res. Oh, wait, what? Wait, we're getting a duo? This is not a seasonal banner. Huh? Wait, they're not a duo, they're not a harmonic. It's literally just Elincia and then Lucia is there. For some reason. The lovely Suzuki Rika is back at it again. Very good artwork for these two. This is the first time we've seen this on a character that's like not a harmonic or a duo. Just like two characters are there for some reason. Okay. Now, I would have liked it if we got another new character besides Stefan. We're eating pretty good for Radiant Dawn because we got, well, I guess just Tellius in general, because we got Skrimir on the recent banner, and then now we're getting these two here. So, Bonded Blades, 11 might, 1 range, attack up 3, brave attacking, even on the enemy phase. Unit and target cannot trigger specials during combat or AoEs. At start of player phase or enemy phase, if unit is in 3 spaces of an ally, grants attack and speed up 6, empathy, and dodge to unit and allies in 3 spaces. If unit is in 3 spaces of an ally, grants a bonus to all stats equal to the number of allies in 3 rows of 3 columns, center on unit times 3 plus 5, with a max of 14. Unit deals plus X times 5 damage, and reduce damage for foes' attacks by X times 3, excluding on AoEs, and then X is the number of bonus effects on unit and foe with a max of 5. A little empty there on the weapon. Could have expected a little bit more there. Drawback gate. Okay, so we're getting another gate skill there. That's for Arena. Distant bonus amp. Probably what you want to give to Stefan, honestly. All right, Null Sea Avoid. There you go. There's Brave Violet's B skill. And then Ties of Crimea. So allies in 2 spaces of unit can move to any space within 2 spaces of unit. After foes start a turn skills trigger, if unit is in 3 spaces of an ally. For unit and allies in 3 spaces of unit, neutralize stat penalties and 2 penalty effects. Doesn't apply to penalty effects that are applied at the same time. Neutralize the first applicable penalty effects on units list of active effects. They are really scared of just full-on neutralization and for penalties and bonuses, because we just saw the Halloween Freya only does 2 bonuses removed on her duo button, and now this unit's only 2 penalties removed. Now, we have seen units that do that before. Like, we've had the Saline that does 2 penalties, and then Attune Micaiah, she heals 2 penalties. But remember, they released King Freyr already. He just removes all penalties. And they released Loki and Thor, who remove all bonuses. So why are we backtracking on that all of a sudden? Is this just like taboo now? Nobody is allowed to remove everything anymore? Okay, whatever. If unit is in 3 spaces of an ally, grants all stats of 5. Unit deals plus 7 damage. Reduce damage from foes' attacks by 7. Neutralize effects that guarantee foes' follow-ups and prevent units' follow-ups. Reduce percentage of foes' non-special DR by half. And also, when unit deals damage to the foe, get back 7 HP. Do they have a style? It's kind of weird. Like, they feel like they're missing something. Yeah, look, Sigurd nearly just took him out with a regular attack. That's kind of a big yikes. Okay, so wait, they are a duo. They have a duo button. Why did it look like they weren't a duo? Okay, so their duo skill grants Bulwark to unit and allies in 2 spaces a unit for 1 turn. Applies Divine Vein Stone to unit space and spaces in 2 spaces a unit for 2 turns. Okay, that's nice. 2 turns of stone tiles is good. Their stats are over here. So 40 HP, 62 attack. I believe they get +6 to speed. So 49 speed, 31 defense, and then they're taking drops to res. Elincia typically has good res, so she probably has maybe like 36 res or something. Is this the first duo hero we've gotten outside of like a seasonal banner? I think like Duo Ephraim was the only other one, right? Because this unit's going to be added to the standard pool. This is a regular banner. Once this banner goes away, she should be in the regular pool, right? Unless they're going to pull a Duo Ephraim and take her out of the pool for some reason. Because they did do that with Ephraim. They put everyone else on his banner in the standard pool after his banner left. And then inexplicably, they just took him out of summons. Oh, a new Entwined Hero as well. Why did I feel like Elincia was the last character on the banner? Oh, it's sure. Oh, okay. So they've given us this Sharena already. Yeah, I love this artwork for her, by the way. So Sharena is a Lance Cav, as we know, because we already fought her in the Tempest Trial. But yeah, this is the year of Sharena, man. She's getting so much love this year. I didn't get to catch her stats, but we'll take a look at them after this. So her weapon should be the exact same as the data mine. 16 might, 1 range, -1 special trigger. If unit initiates combat or is in 3 spaces of an ally, grants a bonus to all stats equal to the number of allies in 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit times 3 + 5 with a max of 14. Neutralize foes' bonuses to speed and defense. Unit deals +X times 5 damage. X is the number of bonuses on unit and foe with a max of 5. And then reduce damage from foes' attacks by X times 3 during combat. And also, if decreasing the speed difference necessary to make a follow-up by 10 would allow you to trigger a follow, then you get Potent 100. And if unit support partner or ally in 3 spaces a unit initiates combat, grants another action to that ally after combat. Yeah, I believe this is the same wording as Brave Sharena. If a skill belonging to that ally triggers an effect that grants them another action, like Gale Force, this effect doesn't trigger. And if a skill not belonging to that ally triggers an effect that grants that ally another action at the same time as this one, this effect is also considered to have been triggered. So you can't like double up. You can't run her and Bride Sharena or Brave Sharena and have them within 3 spaces of the ally who's getting their bonus refresh. Because like all of them would trigger at that same time. So if you're going to do that, if you're going to run her on the same team as Brave Sharena or Bride Sharena, what you want to do is make sure that only one of them would be in range of this. So you can use multiple of them pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. And then within 3 spaces is calculated based on position after triggering post-combat effects. I believe that's the same as Brave Sharena and not Bride Sharena. So yeah, the ally has to initiate combat, unfortunately. So yeah, you can't like pull enemy phase shenanigans with that. Alright, we got Arc Rival as a special. Very good. Attack Speed Excel. Assault Impetus. So a new Beast Skull. Kind of looks like Momentum's icon there a little bit. If unit initiates combat or is in 2 spaces of an ally, inflicts speed and defense -4 on the foe. Deals damage equal to 20% of the greater of speed or defense, including on AoEs, and reduce percentage of foes' non-special DR by half. If unit initiates combat after moving to a different space, triggers the following effects depending on unit's equipped special. If unit has an AoE special equipped, grants a special cooldown count -X to unit before special triggers before combat. And if unit has a special that triggers when unit attacks, then grant special cooldown count -X to unit before unit's first attack. So pretty much the same as Momentum there. If you move 3 or more spaces, you get the max of -2. Otherwise, it's -1. Yeah, so they don't want to give us another version of Momentum, but they go ahead and give us like Momentum's big brother, I guess. And then Entwined Onrush. So she has a unique C skill here. Enables Kanto Distant +1 with a max of 4. At start of turn, if unit is in 3 spaces of an ally, grants +1 movement to unit. At start of player phase or enemy phase, if unit is in 3 spaces of an ally, grants Incited, Resonant Blades, and Null Follow-Up to unit and allies in 3 spaces. If unit initiates combat or is in 3 spaces of an ally, grants all stats of 5, unit deals plus 7 damage, reduce damage from foes' attacks by 7, and neutralize guard effects on unit during combat. After unit acts, if support partner or an ally in 3 spaces of unit initiates combat, then grants another action to unit after allies combat, and if Kanto has already been triggered, re-enables Kanto once per turn, and then pretty much similar conditions as we saw already on the weapon. So yeah, just like I thought, she does have a unique that lets her refresh herself. So her weapon refreshes allies, her C skill refreshes herself, and it's just literally melee brave Sharena. She seems pretty good, honestly. Yeah, I don't really have a problem with her. Alright, so here we're going to see Veronica attack and then get refreshed. Sharena should also get refreshed as well here. Yep. Oh, also, wait, why did Alphonse get refreshed there? Alright, so Entwined Hero, what is her Entwined buff going to be? Now, these aren't very crazy. It's just like 2 points to 2 separate stats, and you can get S+ support. So attack and speed up 2. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's a little better than the aided blessing, I would say, where it's just +1 to everything. Getting +2 to more targeted stats is a little better. But still not as good as a Floret, just straight up giving you maybe +4 if you got a boon. Alright, yeah, and then Summoner Support, you get 7 HP. Could be relevant if you're trying to beat Hex Traps, I guess. This is a really goddamn long trailer. How is this video still going? This is a 7-minute video I've been recording for like over 20 minutes already. God, they pack so much text into these. It's real time. Like, you watch a trailer and you read it and you're just tired by the end of it. Like, I am exhausted. I need a glass of water, man. I've been talking so much here. Okay, I don't think they're really going to show anything else in this trailer. They might show the GHB, though, if we get lucky here. Alright, so there's Mommy Heimdallr. Are we going to get a sneak peek at the GHB here? Okay, well, there's Boyd. Okay, so I guess base Boyd is going to be the GHB. Or he could even be just like a random demo character that they add as a mission reward. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, so Soren, Elincia, and Sharena will not appear in future summons. So literally the only character on the whole banner who's added to the regular pool is going to be Stefan. That is some bullshit right there, guys. Alright, now before we get out of here, we have to take a look at the new passive restrictions and inheritances. So let's go ahead and check that out. Alright, so here they are, posted already. Let's go ahead and take a look at these. So, Assault Impetus, which is basically just momentum without being momentum. So, Cavalry and Flyer only, and Melee only, as you would expect. Alright, then Drawback Gate, pretty much the same as Repo and Swap Gate. Preempt Ploy is for Infantry only, and then all weapon types. And then Harrowing Call is for Infantry, Melee only, and Beasts and Dragons can't get it. But they couldn't get the original, like, damage reduction skills anyway, so that makes sense. So yeah, Assault Impetus actually looks really good. Preempt Ploy as well looks pretty good. So, yeah, there you guys go. That is everything about this new banner. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And I will catch y'all again on the flip side.